Okay, let me move this. I got my chat pulled up. Let me I gotta open up one thing. I forgot to open the program where I count the encounters. Guys, listen to this. I swear, first of all, I asked you guys on Twitter because I'm always picking the songs myself. So this time I asked you guys to tell me what game you wanted to hear music from, and I chose Yoshi Island out of the ones that were gifted to me. I have a typo in my tweet. Good, Keaton. Sometimes it's good to have a little typo once in a while. We're not perfect. Who the heck cares? Actually, let me check what it is. Because maybe it's really bad. Come watch me get... Oh, the S? Whatever, it stands for Supreme, dude. I may look tired today. And that's because I could not fall asleep last night. So I stayed in bed super late today. So I didn't even take a shower. I just did my hair real quick. So the glasses are helping me out. But I look really tired. Look. Do I look tired, you guys? Maybe not. Maybe you guys are too genuine of people to notice that. Just kidding. I'm sure you noticed. Aiden, thank you for the super chat. That was fast, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you. But, all right. I got this program open now. I really feel like we're going to get a shiny today. The count's pretty high. We're technically almost to 12,000. Considered for, like, if you're including the pooches. So, like, I think we're going to get it today. I really do. Maybe Nightbot's not working entirely. That's probably... No, there it is. Maybe she's just a little slow. She's been off. It's St. Patrick's Day. So we're not going to blame her for that. But we're going with Yoshi's Island. They don't have extended versions of the music, so I might switch to Yoshi's Island too. But tonight is Yoshi's Island. That's what we're doing, music-wise. It's pretty good. I like it. It's good background music. Zeus already with the super chat? Yeah, I loaded up a Mega Ruby. Let's get these starters together. Will this be a long stream? Baby, they're always long streams. You know that. And we're starting, like, at a decent time today. We started before 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What kind of holiday? It actually is a holiday. I was going to say, what kind of holiday? It's literally St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody that, like, whatever. It's not even like a... Do people not celebrate St. Patrick's Day? I mean, I'm barely wearing green. I didn't do anything today. But, like, it's not one of those things that it's like, oh, we don't celebrate. Unless you're, like... Of a religion that kind of just discounts all holidays. It's just like a holiday, right? Everybody kind of just lets it be there. But yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day, guys. I'm sure I probably should be hunting like something green instead. Whatever. I want the mud kip. I really do. Harry Painter, go get that kip. I'm trying, dude. I really am. Thank you for the super chat. And then Purple Swampert. Little sweetheart, thank you so much. Today is the day. Get that purple boy. I'm going to try to. I really am. Maybe we'll get another pooch. I realized I don't want one. That's what I put in the title. I let the title just speak for itself. I was like, what am I going to make this one? Because usually it's just saying what I'm getting. But, like, I was like, I don't want a pooch. So let's not even put that into the world. I realized I don't want another pooch. I want this freaking mud kit. Because I want to start these games. Not that I've never played 3rd gen. I feel like sometimes when I say things, people, like, read into it. It's like, you want to start these games? Wait, what? Have you never played 3rd gen? Because they think I'm, like, you know, like, new people that find my channel, I'm sure they think I'm one of those people that, like, played, I don't know what, Call of Duty, and then Pokemon got exciting, so I, like, jumped ship on Call of Duty and started doing shiny hunting because that was getting popular. No siree. Been doing shiny hunting for 8 years. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Leah, what's going on, Leah? St. Patrick's Day is not celebrated everywhere. It was originally Irish and taken by a couple of countries in the world like the US. We in the Netherlands don't celebrate it. There's that American tunnel vision again. I kind of just thought everybody did. I really did. Whatever. But I covered my bases by just saying, like, everybody that celebrates it. Hope you're wearing green. I got a tiny little bit of green. And I think I'm wearing... something, because so many people will cop out. They'll be like, oh, my boxers, or my underwear, my bra's green. Like, come on now. I think mine might have, I don't know. I think I'm wearing Evolutions. I have, like, these Evolutions boxers that I wear. I got those in, like, Pokeball ones. My underwear is completely, like, Star Wars and Pokemon based. I'm a child. If we can get Mudkip, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If we get Mudkip early today, I'm not ready to dress up like today I feel too sleepy looking to dress up like Spark for Zapdos. So maybe we'll throw on Let's Go. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. Or maybe we'll do black and white encounters. I have no idea. Southpaw Jesse with the super chat. Yes, I'm so glad you're streaming. My wife is on a business trip and I'm missing her bad, but this will help. Man, I got choked up reading that. Oh my gosh. Sorry you're all alone, dude, but I'm glad you're hanging out with me. Thank you for the huge donation. And then Moo Boy Moo. Thank you. Hey Dallas, good luck with the hunt, as always. How was your weekend been? Oh my gosh, I don't know why I read that so weird. How has your weekend been? It was good. Yesterday was super busy. I saw 2 pregnant people. I have 2 friends in my world that are pregnant at the same time. And I don't get to see them very often because they don't live in Orlando. But we went to a baby shower yesterday and played some baby games, which was fun. And so I got to see her. And then my other friend Megan, who's also pregnant, and she looks, oh my gosh, she's like radiating. Is that not how you say that? She's radiant, maybe is the better way to say that. She looks beautiful. She looks so happy pregnant. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for them. Both of them. Jordan too. Jordan looked great as well. But yeah, I did that yesterday. But I was driving all over the state of Florida. I had to go to Palm Coast, and then I had to go to New Smyrna Beach, or Port Orange. So. Glowing is a little too, it was cliche. Though I felt like I said that before. I said she was glowing, no? Maybe I didn't. She definitely was. But radiant works too. There's nothing wrong with radiant. Nick Robinson, thank you for the super chat, dude. Yes, I'm so pumped you're shiny hunting today. I love to shiny hunt while watching your channel. I'm still going 12 hours strong for Nidoran Mail. Dude, you gotta get it. You're doing it in Let's Go? Have you been getting other things, or are you just not getting anything? And then Holly Marie with the super chat. Thank you, Holly. Super happy you're streaming. Thank you guys for being so happy I'm streaming. You guys are making me happy I'm streaming. Like, I always am, like, excited to hunt and stream and stuff, but seeing you guys excited to be here, too, is fun. So, thank you, thank you. You're too good to us, little wildcats. Oh, my God. Don't even, anytime, now when you say that, it's just gonna make me think of that person that called me. And then I got two random phone calls from a number that wasn't blocked, but I didn't answer it, because now I'm scared it's one of you. I don't know how you guys are getting my number. If you happen upon my number, try your hardest not to call it. I'll change the song in a little bit. I wish they had extended versions, because like it fades out after 2 minutes, which is a little boring. Do you listen to anything that isn't Pokemon music off stream? That's a crazy question. I don't listen to Pokemon music off stream. Like, when I'm driving, I'll put on Pandora, and like sometimes I'll put on like video game music Pandora or like movie score Pandora, because I really do love like original soundtrack for video games and movies. But yeah, like most of the time when I'm listening to music, it's not Pokemon at all. I listen to a ton of DNCE to the point where I'm a little sick of it, because I listen to like the same 5 songs over and over. That's like my go-to workout music. DNCE. So good. Absolutely adore that band. They're really, really, really good. Not my favorite band though. Favorite band to listen to at the moment, but not my favorite band. I get too much social anxiety calling family, so you're safe, Dallas. That's what I'm saying. How on earth are you guys so, like, confident enough to find my phone number and call it, and then just be like, yo, is this Dallas? What's up, Dallas? I'm like, I can't, oh, dang it, I didn't mean to pick that Torchic. Please don't be shiny. But it's like bewildering. I'm like, how on earth? I could barely, like, walk into a restaurant and order my food. How are you calling me? Blink-182 is great, yeah, but I don't really listen to them. I'll be honest, I don't listen to Blink-182. But they're really good. Just chugged a glass of milk, you jealous. Not even. I don't care so much anymore, Gage. I'm not too into the milk thing. Came and went, and I can't do it anymore, and I'm not really dwelling on it. I don't mind. I'm kind of happy. I'm a couple months off of dairy, and it's been decent. Not really off of dairy, off of milk. Especially that 2%. I always try to make these guys a bit more visible in the stream. When I'm making my bed, I'll like move them so that they're off to the side. But I never do it right. I never do it enough. Do you like rice milk? I haven't tried too many replacements. I get almond milk in my coffee. That's about it. Have you ever played Call of Duty Zombies? I played once at a friend's. I'm the type of person that can get into any type of game like that. Like, I could enjoy Call of Duty, and I could probably get kind of decent at it if I played it enough. But it's just like not. It's not me. It's not for me. I'd rather spend my time playing other stuff, to be honest. I haven't had soy milk either. I tried it once when I was younger, and I really disliked it then. I'm sure I would like it now. Because you know, like, your taste buds change when they mature. I think, what is it? Every 7 years your taste buds change? Is that what it is? Because I used to hate so many things, and now I'm like, now I taste them and I freaking love it. Like, I hated sushi forever. Charlie Puth. Isn't he problematic? I don't know. All I know is anytime his music comes on, if I hear his music, I don't choose to listen to his music, but when it's forced upon me, I almost fall to the floor. Charlie Puth came on in Party City once. I tweeted about it, and I literally fell to the ground like this, like, because I like fell in love. I can't help it. It touches me. I like his voice. His voice. How can a voice be attractive? Is that a thing? Like, it has to be, clearly. But, like, I didn't think it was. And then it started playing when I was getting my hair done, and I, like, slipped. I was like, oops, sorry. Sorry, Charlie Puth is playing. She's like, oh, you need to stay still. And I'm like, help me. Haven't been here in weeks. I've been here the whole time. Don't worry. I held your spot in line. Tsunami, don't fetishize everything. Just because I said a voice is attractive doesn't mean, oh wait, Daddy Dallas has a voice fetish. Oh my god. Scandal. Oh my god. Not everything's a fetish. Not to kink shame, but sometimes things can be attractive without it being like that dramatic. Just subbed and liked. Keep going, buddy. Thanks, dude. Hobby Lose. Thank you, thank you. Every time Dallas says daddy, I cringe. Good. Maybe it'll keep the other ones. People are too much. People are way too much. But I love you guys. But you're kind of crazy sometimes. Any shiny pooches yet? Yeah, we got a single one. We got one pooch, and I don't want another. The novelty has worn off. I'm not into it anymore. I'm over it. Am I too much, Jayton? I don't think so. Because I recognize the names of the people that are too much, to be honest. I think you're good, Jayton. Your name doesn't connect with anything that I'm like, ooh, gotta watch out for that one. Do you think we'll ever get a leprechaun-based Pokemon, since Galar is based on the UK? You know, I wouldn't put it past them, but I don't think it would be humanoid. I think it would be like a frog again. Like they would do like some sort of green frog that's like luck. I don't know. I see them doing it, but not like oh the leprechaun Pokemon, and he's just a little leprechaun. Like no, it would have to be like an animal that's also played into like the stereotypes of like a leprechaun. But I could see him doing it for sure, absolutely. And I'm not opposed to it either. I like when they have Pokemon based on like things that are widely recognized by the general public. I'm into that. Still banking on a red dragon type for Wales. Oh my god, if we got a bunch of can you imagine if we just got like a ton of dragons? Because you know how like each region kind of will just naturally yield more of one type than the rest. Like, that's just how it happens. Like, it's not like an overwhelming amount, but like, naturally, one type is gonna get more than the rest. And that's just how it is, baby. And I feel like, how crazy would it be if that was Dragon this time around? Dragon type's an incredible type. So many people are like, no, because competitively, that's not viable. Oh my god, I'm not talking about... Sometimes Pokemon just exist to exist. They're not all there for your combat, you know? They're just there. They just exist. And maybe there could be a ton of dragons here. There really could. Brawlio with the super chat. Here are my $2 that I got as a tip from a $50 bill. Ooh, baby. Thank you, Brawlio. Dunsparce as an example. Dude, I wish Dunsparce would get a Dragon evolution. Dragon Fairy, that's like, I'm into that concept. As soon as Generation 6 came out, I was like thinking that. And I kind of just never fell off of it. I don't think it's something that will happen. It's just, you know, if I'm gonna buy into any of the like widely accepted like things that everyone's expecting, because you know how like there's just a bunch of things that everyone collectively thinks will happen, but they like never do because Game Freak doesn't buy into that stuff. I think an evolution for Dunsparce is I'm okay with that. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, give it up, guys. It's not gonna happen. But with the Dunsparce evolution, I'm like, yeah, like give it. Like, let's do that. I like that idea. Mr. Pig's gotta leave for a bit. Hopefully I don't miss a shiny. Mr. Pig, I'm gonna keep hunting, dude. I'll try and hold off as long as I can, but... Drampa should have been a Dunsparce evolution? Maybe a distant relative. I don't know. I don't agree with that, actually. I'm gonna stand my ground there. We got some French people writing in the chat. Bonsoir. How would I say that? Bienvenue dans ma live? No, mon live? I don't know. I can't think of it right now. But welcome to the live stream. What type would you associate with each region? Pizza with anchovies, you're really coming for me right now, huh? Well, okay, so first of all, thank you for that super chat. And then I'll say this. There have been a few people that are speculating that, like, each gym in Galar could be, like, representative of a different region. And, like, the type that represents them. I don't know. Probably, I mean, 6th gen, let's go through. 6th gen's clearly Fairy. Because it introduced it. 6th gen's Fairy. I want to say water for... Water would have to be Hoenn. What would be... I'm really bad at this. What would be 7th gen, the islands? I'm not very good at doing this. I just want a bunch of dragons, okay? I don't know what I would associate for each one. Kanto's normal? It probably is. Water would be Alola? Well, that's what I was thinking too, but I remember True Green had a whole thread and he like explained why each one is each one. And he said, yo, Logan got a shiny Scraggy. Congrats, dude. True Green said that Hoenn would be water, and I was like, okay, I can kind of get behind that. Sinnoh would be ice. I agree with that. Sinnoh would be ice. Alola would be psychic? Huh. I don't know. Alola is fire. I'm more inclined to go with fire than psychic for Alola. I kind of like Alola as fire, Hoenn as water. Hoenn had the whole dive concept. Like really take a look at Hoenn. It's a water region. And maybe the way I was explaining it before, maybe Hoenn doesn't have the most water types. I mean, we can go through and look, but I don't have the numbers right now. Hoenn shouldn't be water because the whole thing is it's water versus fire. So? Unova is definitely Steel. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with Hoenn. Unova being Steel. Somebody said lag. Gotcha, you should probably just refresh. For me, my bitrate's fine. Johto Grass. See, this is so tough. The only one I'm 100% sold on is Kalos being Fairy. That's the one that I'm like, yeah, yep. Galar could be Steel though. Right? It totally could. Galar could be Steel. That would make so much sense. Especially if we start to get these like, what, the armor Pokemon? Kanto's Poison? See, everybody's got a different concept. Everybody's got different concepts. I'd really like to go through and actually see which, like, for each region, what Pokemon it yielded the most types of. Or rearrange that sentence to make it make sense. Like, yielded the most of one type. What's its most given type in per region? I'd like to go through and see that. I'm also okay with Alola being Bug. Okay, this person, Side A, says Kanto's normal, Johto is Steel. I mean, it introduced Steel and Dark, but I don't know if I would give it Steel. Honestly, I mean, it's got Steelix and Scizor. Maybe a few more, but like, Hoenn's Water. Okay, Sinnoh's Dark. I would say Sinnoh's Ice. Unova's Dragon. Kalos is Grass. Kalos would be Fairy. Oh wait, this might be the actual stats. Kanto gave the most normals. Johto gave the most Steel. No, that can't be right. Is that accurate? Hoenn gave the most Water. Sinnoh gave the most Dark. No, I don't know if that's true. Johto has Skarmory too. Did anybody else think Skarmory was 3rd gen for the longest time? Because, like, I almost never came across it in, like, my gold version. And then I played 3rd gen. And I was coming across it in, like, that Spinda route all the time. So I was just like, 100% that would be a 3rd gen Pokemon. Like, I used to not really look into anything. I would just make assumptions about Pokemon in the Pokemon universe and let them be exact. Like, that's what it is. Yeah, and did Steven use a Skarmory? That makes sense. He totally did, right? No, it's stats. It's just what Pokemon type I come across most in those regions. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fair. Anyways, that super chat sparked a very scatterbrained discussion. These are on a console. These are on my DS Fats, like the classic DS. I'm going to lift it once. I probably won't lift it again today, because I get that question a lot. But yeah, no emulation. These are actual games. If you Google it, there are charts and such. That's probably worth a look up for sure. Should I buy a 3DS today? And if so, Ultra Sun or Omega Ruby? I would definitely go Ultra Sun. Especially if you played Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Like, experience a new region. But I'm not going to go tell you to spend money. Sorry about that, but it was fun. Thanks for indulging me. Don't ever apologize for getting a discussion going. I just wish I had thought about it more, because I was kind of thinking out loud, and sometimes that does not come across so eloquently / coherently. That's all. Are you gonna shiny hunt Mew soon? Soon? No. Am I gonna shiny hunt Mew? Yes. But it's probably not gonna be till I get another Emerald, and I'm not actively looking for an Emerald. But once I do get an Emerald, I'm definitely gonna be going for Smeargle and Mew. Those are like my go-to Emerald hunts, for sure. I'm excited for those, actually. What I think works best. Kanto is normal. I mean, I guess I'll agree with that. Kanto probably is normal. Johto, Psychic, or Dark. I like that too. Yeah, I like that. I'm good with that. Hoenn is water. Sinnoh is ice. Unova is steel. Kalos is fairy. Alola fire ghost. I love that. I think that's mine as well. I think that's beautiful. That makes so much sense to me. I like those. And Galar to be determined. It's kind of hard to say. We know nothing about the region. I'm surprised we even got the map that soon. Isn't that insane that they just gave us like an overview like that? That shocked me. I felt like we didn't deserve that so quick. But I'm definitely going to wait and see, because you got to look at the Pokedex. You got to see how they're dispersed throughout the region and like what you come across the most of, what is the most valuable, what trainers have, you know, things like that. Galar's poison because the fan base is toxic. Listen, there's toxicity in any group, especially in an ever-growing community. I wouldn't say the fan base as a whole is toxic. What year did Sun and Moon come out? 2017 or 2016? Dear Lord, I don't even know. 2016, I would think. I think it's 2016. And then Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon came out in what, 2017? No. I don't know. It's hard for me to put a date on it. Every time I see it, I'm like, wait, really? Did it really come out that year? I don't expect them, like time goes too quick. It was 2016. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon 2017. Okay, so I was right. I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that. Just got a shiny Ditto. Second black and white shiny today. Where do you get Ditto in black and white? Black and white 2? Where do you get Ditto in black and white? Ooh, I almost doubled up on Torchic. That's not even worth checking at that point. I'm so scared I'm gonna get a Torchic. No, I couldn't let myself pick it and then not see. Will you ever hunt for the stars in X and Y? I already have a Fennekin, but I did Misuda for it. I don't actually care though. You get Ditto and Giant Chasm. In black and white though? I thought that was black and white too. I gotta replay through Unova for sure. Thoughts on Toxapex? I like it. There's not really a Pokemon in 7th gen that I don't like. I pretty much like all of them. I'll admit the first time I saw Beware, I was a little like put off. Just for a split second and then I was over it. I was over it. I like it now. I liked it actually, not even now. I liked it really quickly. Just at first I was put off. Because I was like, what is it? Is that a headband? But then I was like, I don't really care what it is. And then I found out he was ginormous. I was like, looking at how big he is. You see him in the Sun and Moon anime? It's such a big Pokemon. Wimpod and Golisopod are my favorite Pokemon from that generation. It's my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon. Absolutely adore it. Thoughts on Morlul? Me and my brother were just talking about Morlul. It's a good Pokemon. It's cool. It's a fun little spin on like a mushroom because they've done the mushroom thing so many times now, and it's just like you'd think that they can't do more with it or that it would be boring, but then Shiinotic and Morlul come out and it's like, yeah, nice job. They crushed it. I think it's a great Pokemon. And my opinions are strictly cosmetic based and concept based. Shiinotic's terrifying though. I don't think he is. Is there a Riolu egg in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum huntable? Yeah. Everything in those games are huntable. Thoughts on Gen 1ers? Gen 1er kind of is an umbrella term these days on people who just choose Generation 1 as their favorite. To me, a Gen 1er is someone who only played the first games and won't give the rest a chance, and will give their opinions on things that they've not experienced. And in any realm, I think that's extremely naive and stupid. Not just Pokemon. If you haven't given it a chance or tried it, then like you don't get to have that opinion. You don't get to speak to it if you don't know by experience. So Gen 1ers, for what the term truly is, not a fan. That being said, I don't blame people for choosing Generation 1 over the rest of them, because like a lot of us grew up with Generation 1 like that. It's just the first generation you play Pokemon and you become a part of that universe and you find this like incredible franchise, it stays with you. It 100% does. My heart is in Kanto. It's not my favorite region, but because I'm so involved in Pokemon and the community that I've been able to come around on like newer stuff and take them for what they are and experience them and like them for more than just nostalgic purpose. But Generation 1's always going to rank up there for me. Is the Fione in Diamond Pearl Platinum Shiny Locked? What Fione? Are you talking about if you breed a Manaphy? Because no, I've done that. I actually hunted that already. Lord Samaj, what's going on, dude? Just joining during this amazing nostalgia defending rant. Love the reasoning you have for the Gen 1 mindset. Thank you, dude. I kind of feel I feel a little bit sluggish today, and so I really feel like I'm not articulating very well. So thank you for that much needed backup there. The confidence boost. But yeah, you can totally hunt Fione. You can Masuda for it. It's one of the only... Fione's considered a mythical, right? It's one of the only mythical Pokemon you can actually do a method hunt for. It's so funny. It's crazy that that's a thing. But yeah, I didn't full odds hunt it. I Masuda for it, but proud of it. I like it. Not too many people have done it. More so now they've done it. But back when I did it, it was one of those things that was always on the back burner. And I was just like, let me just go ahead and snag this baby up right now. A lot of people didn't know that was a thing. What was my first game? My first personal game, Austin, was Pokemon Gold. But prior to that, I had played Blue and Red because I have two older sisters. And so they got those games for Christmas when they came out, like the year they came out. And they would let us play it without saving. So I used to think... I also had a neighbor. We were very close with our neighbors growing up. And I had a neighbor that had a Pokemon Blue game. And she would let us play on hers as well. But like she let us go through the title screen. And I remember clicking on her file and being in this weird route. It was probably like not even weird. But like I didn't really understand Pokemon that much then. Because I was a little baby. I was a diaper baby. So like what? How am I supposed to know what's going on? I thought that every single time you started a new game, you were in like a different world. Like almost like the world generated itself for you specifically. So like that was her game because she was like, no, that's mine. You can't play on mine. So I was like, oh, that's her world. So I have to go make my own world on this new game. That was the concept I had of Pokemon right off the bat. Your first is Ultra Sun. Oh my God, to be in your shoes... I can't even imagine. It might be hard for you to go back and really respect or enjoy the older games for what they are. But to be able to go into a newer generation game with no prior experience of Pokemon, it's got to be insane. I'd really love to, like, if I could forget ever playing Pokemon before and play it for the first time in a Generation 7 game, I really would love to see what my reaction would be. Like, what I my genuine thoughts would be, because it's so hard. I like to say that I'm not biased or I'm not guided by nostalgia or blinded by it, maybe a better term, but I think it's almost impossible to not be, because when your heart belongs to a franchise as much as mine belongs to Pokemon, and like that's no question, look around, this isn't a set, this is my bedroom, like I belong to to Pokemon. You know, so I really do wonder what it would be like to play Pokemon for the first time again with newer games, and to see if I would fall in love with it all over again, or if it wouldn't be the same. So curious about that. But it's pretty interesting to come into an established, successful franchise like Pokemon. Because, like, then you've got all these games. You don't have to wait for a new one to experience a brand new adventure. You can go back. Like, you can backtrack nonstop. You've got years upon years of content. While all of us are waiting for the next one, you know, like, we're salivating at the thought of Galar coming to Switch. Yet you get to go back and experience all the other regions for the first time ever while we're waiting for a new adventure. I just think it's cool. I wish I could. I don't envy you, but I do in a weird way. I do. I'm happy to have been there the whole time. I bet you, like, you know, it's the grass is greener syndrome, as told by Ginger, where, you know, you probably wish you were around the whole time to be able to just say you were here and get to have that wonder and excitement for a new game. But I wish I could go back and play them all for the first time again. I am literally doing what you're describing. God bless. Oh my god. So freaking good. I actually got into Pokemon by accident because I wanted Pokemon Ranger thinking that was the only Pokemon game, but my parents got me Pearl. That's a sweet serendipity moment right there. Because Ranger would have probably kicked you out. Ranger's hard to get into. Maybe if that's your first Pokemon game, then it's like, you know what? Yeah, this is fun. But the Ranger games, after playing a main series Pokemon game, it's kind of like, this is a little tough. I tried to play Ranger. I was like pressing so hard I was breaking the touchscreen, you know? Ranger's got some cool music. I'd like to go back and play a Ranger game. I don't own any of them, but... Oop, no thank you, Torchic. You're gonna get to 6,000? Yeah, we are. We're probably gonna get to 7,000 on this one, I feel like. Ranger's not a good representation of Pokemon in general. I will agree with that statement, though I think it's a good little spin-off title for people to play. I think it's fun. Anything in the realm of Pokemon is exciting for me to play. But as a representative of the Pokemon universe, Ranger's not my go-to. Like, no. Shiny at all sixes? Maybe if it's a Pooch. I'd actually think that would be pretty funny. What was your first Pokemon spinoff? Austin, I'm so bad. I barely played a bunch of spinoff games. I played Pokemon Stadium a ton growing up. So if you can consider that a spinoff game, which I'm not so sure that a ton of people do, because it's a home console game. But I played Pokemon Stadium a lot. And they had mini games and stuff in that. And I adored that game. After that, I never played Pokemon Snap. Like, to this day, I still have not. I tried to play it once on Dolphin, and my controller didn't work for it. So, like, I was going through the first level, but I wasn't able to move. So I was just, like, going through. So I just stopped. And I'll probably download it on the Wii U. Oh, wait, can you... Maybe you can't anymore. I think the eShop's gone. Can you probably still can't do it on the... Dang it, that was dumb of me. Yeah, I would have to play it on the... I'd probably have to do Dolphin again. My goal, or my plan was always to do it on Wii U. But if the Wii eShop's down, I think that also means that the Wii U one's down. Are you still with Julian? No, me and Julian broke up in November. Me and Julian are not together. Opinions on PokePark? I think the music's good. Ugh. I did a whole video talking about the games I've never played, so please don't shame me. If you want to shame me, go watch that video and write it in the comments. There are a ton of spin-off Pokemon games that I did not get to play. And so I have to go back through and play them all. Wii U eShop's still up. Okay. Okay, cool. So I'll probably do that. Thank you, Matthew Rocker. What's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. But yeah. Is this still the gens that have 1 and 8, 192 or what? Yeah, so up until the end of 5th. So 6th gen was the first generation. 3DS. There's a separation there. So the way that you can remember that is anything with sprites. Like you take a look at this. This is clearly 2D sprites. Anything with sprites is 1 and 8, 192. As soon as we moved to 3D models, that's when the shiny odds changed. The 3DS changed the shiny odds. Are you dating anyone now? No, I'm not dating anybody. I'm pretty single. Pretty single right now. Should you evolve your shiny Grovyle? Don't put that on me. I freaking love shiny Grovyle. Grovyle as a Pokemon is so freaking cool. So, honestly, like eventually maybe, but like kind of hang out with the Grovyle for a while. I kind of like to do that sometimes. Even if they're getting to those levels, unless I really need a stronger Pokemon on my team, I'll just keep my shinies like that mid-evolution for a little bit. Just so I can play with them and hang out with them. I like to kind of emulate the concept in a Pokemon like episode where sometimes the Pokemon just don't evolve. And then like eventually they will. I try to put it off a little bit. Sometimes I wait till like level 50. Will you come back to France anyway? Yeah, so I just talked about this with somebody. I don't remember who it was. Might have been my sister. But I would go back to France. I loved France. I loved France quite a bit. Not everything about it, but that's to say, you could say that about any place. Especially a place you're not familiar with, or that is different than what you're so used to. I think we get extremely comfortable in the lifestyle and way of life of where we grew up. And so it's hard to go from that, me as an American, going from everything here, especially everything in English in America, and then go to France where, I mean, I was lucky enough that we were based pretty close to Paris, and so it's like the cool thing to speak English, so I would hear it once in a while, and like a lot of people would understand me when I spoke. Caleb, please do not say that I missed a shiny. There's like 3 rules on this stream. I'm so lenient with like everything. I literally don't care. I'm so relaxed. But 2 things I hate are lying about when the stream is down or like audio problems, because that's not funny. That's like taking my time to like try and fix it when there's no issue. So that's really annoying. And then telling me that I failed the shiny when I very obviously didn't. Don't do that. Please do not do that. Because that's just, I don't believe you ever. Unless like 20 people are saying it, then I'll like look into it. But even then, it's like my mods that look into it, not me. Because I don't fail shinies that way. But when people tell me I fail shinies, it really makes me roll my eyes. So please don't do that. And then the other thing is don't bully. Keep things pretty clean here. That's all. That's literally all. Vulgarity and bullying for no reason is so annoying. So those are like the 3 things that bug me. That's it. Anyways, what was I talking about? France. Yeah, I would definitely go back. And it was definitely very eye-opening for me. And humbling as well. As an American, have people having that outside perspective on America and Americans as a whole, and getting to hear their opinions and kind of just having to take them. It was a bit like a punching bag thing, but not in a bad way. Sometimes you need to get roughed up to really see a broadened perspective. Not physically. What is your favorite DreamWorks film and Pixar film? Pixar, probably Monsters, Inc. I really loved Monsters, Inc. I'll be honest. I don't know why. It's almost not even like I don't even, it's not my go-to to rewatch, but I just genuinely loved Monsters, Inc. I really did. I think just the concept, the idea of it is beautiful. And I always really love Like anything that has like a crazy amount of imagination built into it. I don't know. Monsters Inc. just really was good for me. I loved it. And then Incredibles is really good too. I love all Pixar movies, for real. The only ones I haven't seen Brave. I don't know why I never watched Brave. Though when I look at it, it doesn't really radiate Pixar to me. How about Monster University? I saw that, but I feel like I don't remember what happened in it. I just remember them being at a cabin, and I liked that scene. I don't know why I think maybe I just saw the end of it. I don't think I watched the entirety of Monster University. I remember it was a bit of a bummer to find out they were making it, actually. Because I was like, oh no, they're going to ruin my favorite one. I should probably go back and rewatch it. And then DreamWorks-wise, I never saw... Isn't Big Hero 6 a DreamWorks film? I never saw that movie. Though I imagine it's good. I liked Coco, Nick, but it's not my favorite. Like, I enjoyed it. I did enjoy Coco. But I didn't cry or anything with it. Some people, like... Or Guardian was telling me, like, dude, if you like Pixar, if you cry during movies, Coco, dude, you're gonna bawl your eyes out with Coco. And I watched it and I was like, I'm not... It was good. Maybe, you know, it's all in, like, the mindset going in. And sometimes when a movie is prefaced like that for you, it almost takes it down. Big Hero is Disney? Oh, okay. It's not DreamWorks. Okay. I liked Inside Out. Inside Out was really good. Is it annoying? I don't know. I wouldn't say... I can't really think of DreamWorks movies. I don't really pay attention to what movies are DreamWorks. For some reason. Shrek's DreamWorks, clearly. But that's like... If I'm really thinking about that, that's like the only one that comes to mind right now. Did I see Incredibles 2? I did, and I thought it was incredible. But, I don't know if I liked it better than the first one. I think they're both really good. But it was on par with the first one, for sure. No pun intended. That's like their last name, isn't it? And everybody's like, no, their last name's Incredible. No, it isn't. Maybe it's Carr. Maybe their last name's Carr. Prince of Egypt is a DreamWorks movie. How to Train Your Dragon. That's a DreamWorks. I like the first one was really, really, really good. I haven't seen the third one. They're like somebody, I think it was Tricky Wee, spoiled it on Twitter. I was like, girl, what are you doing? Pull it together. Posting spoilers. Kung Fu Panda. I wasn't really a Kung Fu Panda baby. I wasn't a huge fan of that one. I like Jack Black, but I didn't really get into Kung Fu Panda. Their last name is Incredible. No, it's not. It literally, I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I literally, in my brain, it's not, though. He's Mr. Incredible. That's his secret identity. And then they are the Incredibles because they're a family. Their last name is Parr. Yeah. There you go. I almost just, like, called you out. Yeah, that is not correct. Robert Parr. There you go. See? I got the backup. What do you think about ferrets? Lexi, I like ferrets. I wouldn't want a ferret pet, I don't think. They're so cute, though. If I were to have any pet, the only thing I really want is like a puppy. Or like something out of reach, like a polar bear. Like, I would want something crazy, but like that's not gonna happen, so. Lexi, I'm counting down the days. In like 2 weeks, I'm gonna message you to schedule something for hair. But I'm probably just gonna do like the Machine Gun Gray again. I did like I think we did a couple shades off of Machine Gun Gray. But I think I want to do that again. Get a hamster? I don't want a hamster. I do not want a hamster. They're so cute. Don't get me wrong, but I do not want a hamster. I don't want a bird at all. My friend had a bird growing up, and like, fun to play with, not to eat, like Play-Doh. That's just what came to mind. But like, what I wanted to say is like, they're fun to go see. It's fun to go see a pet bird, but to actually have one constantly, like, they're just a little too loud and high maintenance for me. I couldn't handle it. A puppy is really exactly on par with what I want. Pet goats. My friend growing up had pet goats. The same one that had a bird. He had a pet goat. No, he had 2 pet goats. He had 2 bunnies. He had a bird. He had 9 dogs. He had... He lived in like a big like farm type places. He had like a big yard. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. I apologize in advance for the rest of this stream. But yeah, he had a ton of pets. He had 2 turtles. What else did he have? He had a ton of cats. He had like... Oh my god, they had like... I don't want to say 20 cats, but I feel like he had 20 cats. It wasn't exactly a farm, though. That's why I can't say that. It wasn't a farm. He didn't have a farm, but he lived on a big property with a lot of space. So, like, he had a ton of animals. Gotta go, but wish you luck in finding the mudkip. All right, Lexi. Thank you, thank you. Have a good night. I need another coffee, I feel like. I feel like low energy today. What breed of dog would you get? Well, that's why I don't have one yet. First of all, I don't really know exactly which one I would want, but I've always wanted to have a husky. I told this last time. My sister, when we were at the fair, when I was really little, she won one of those like shooting gun games where you like shoot the water out and you have to hit the target and then like the balloon and then pops. She won one of those and gave me the stuffed animal she won. And it was like a husky, and I thought it was the most amazing thing. So naturally, as a little kid, I named the stuffed animal Amazing, and I thought it was like the best name ever and the best thing I ever had. And I think I still have the stuffed animal. Ethan, thank you for the super chat. Hunting Torchic in Alpha Sapphire, 1900 so far. Good luck. All right, dude, race me for this one. I'm probably gonna get an accidental Torchic before you get yours. Let's see, you can get Torchic or Mudkip first. Though I have a little bit of a head start. But you got half the odds, so. But yeah, so I won that, or she won that for me, and ever since, I've always wanted to have a real husky and name it Amazing. Though, like, now growing up, I decided, like, if I do name it Amazing, that'll be, like, its full name, but I'll just call him Maze. I'll be like, come on, Maze! And I think that's a cute name. And just a name you would not even think of. I think that works, and then, like, show us the husky. It's, like, I think it's at my parents' house. It's not here. That's why I said I think I still have it. I'm not sure. But yeah, nobody would name their dog Maze. But I think it's kind of a cute little short name. I kind of like it. And it's the same way with Pokemon, where I like come up with nicknames and sometimes they're just kind of words that aren't exactly names, you know? And I think that works. But I don't want to get a husky because I live in Florida. It's always really warm here and I feel bad, first of all, for that. Second of all, I live in an apartment, and so I don't have a big yard, and so unless we're going on walks like 3 times a day, I don't feel like they're going to be getting the exercise or really the space that they need. So I would have to really wait until I moved into somewhere with a yard or out of the state of Florida to get one. Dogs respond best to 2-syllable names. Amazing. Crap. That's okay. Maxwell, Daisy. Isn't that what were the 3 names that like Nintendogs always forced upon you? Because they were like, test out the calling thing, and then you'd do it and it would be like, Maxwell, Daisy. Maybe it was just those 2, because I can't think of a 3rd one. Where would you move? I don't know. I don't know where I would move. Maisie? Nope. It's Maze. That's it. Sometimes it doesn't matter what they respond best to. It matters what's in your heart and what's in theirs and what fits perfect, and Maze would fit perfect. Maze is just exactly what I've always wanted. That concept of that puppy, that beautiful little husky. Named Amazing, the same exact one that my sister won for me, but now as a real life dog in my life, oh my god. That's the end game right there. Get a Pomsky. Too small. They're really cute, but they're too small. And they don't have that wolf look to them as much. You know, they have a husky look to them, but at that point, they've got a little bit more like a narrow snout, or like maybe a more shallow face is really what it is. I love the look of a husky. The music is from Yoshi Island. This is from Yoshi Island. Though I'm going to switch to... We're going to stay on Yoshi Island, but I'm going to switch to a different one soon. Because we've been rocking this one now for almost an hour. Once we get it to an hour, which is like 20 minutes away, then I'll switch it up. Do I think there's going to be new Megas in the next game? No, I do not. I'd like to think that Megas were a 6th gen gimmick. We got it. Like every generation, really take a look. Every generation has the things they introduce and their gimmick. And I think Game Freak is really respective of that. They like to bring something fresh and new to a retextured adventure. When you look at a Pokemon game, no matter which one, the basic structure is the same. But when they add these gimmicks and the different things like Megas to each generation, it kind of separates them and makes them unique and makes them familiar yet brand new, which is a brilliant formula. I absolutely think they've perfected it. And so to bring something back like Megas would be a bit of a crowd source. So like people would enjoy it, but I just don't see them doing that. I don't. I think we'll get something new. And that's why I kind of bought into the concept of like, oh, maybe we really will get like these armored Pokemon. They could totally do that. And I wouldn't be shocked. Doesn't mean I want it. And me not wanting it doesn't mean it's not going to be good. But I totally see him doing something new. I don't see him backtracking. I thought Alolan Forms was so brilliant. That was my, like, if I really had to take a look at, like, my favorite gimmick, Alolan Forms is exactly what they should have done. I freaking love that so much. Reimagining old designs without ruining those old designs, it was perfect, and they stayed that way. That's what I loved. The thing about Mega Evolutions that I didn't love is, first of all, the designs I didn't always agree with. Aerodactyl, in particular, I was like, I don't get this. I don't really get why getting a little goatee and, like, beard is really making him Mega. You know, I didn't really love that. But I also hated the idea that they only Mega evolved in battle. It was like, they're that way in battle, and then they revert. When my Pokemon evolves, or is a different form or something, I want to have it like that. I want it to be that, and that's my Pokemon now, you know? I like evolution being true evolution. Like, that's where they're at now. I thought Mega Evolution was a cool concept, but I want it to stay where it was. And that's a testament to the fact that I don't competitive battle, and so I don't reap the benefits of Mega Evolution very often. In fact, I barely ever used it in my gameplay. But I think Mega Evolution should stay in 6th gen. I don't think they need to do it anymore. Some of the Megas should have been actual evolutions. I agree with that. Though I do think that, like, they were able to give Mega Evolutions to some of their favorite designs. Like, obviously, there's a clear few that they really love. Charizard in particular, Mewtwo. These Pokemon had no business getting actual evolutions. Like, Charizard's got a family of 3. He's a starter Pokemon, for God's sakes. But they're like, we want these Pokemon to be reimagined, but we don't want to piss people off. So, like, they got to play with Charizard and give him, you know, they gave him Dragon type. They did things that they probably wish they did originally, or wish they could do in the future with Megas. And so I respect that. But I think, like I said too, they also respect the concept of giving us really cool gimmicks, but knowing where to draw the line. And I don't think they're gonna bring Mega Evolutions into the new games. They could, though. Like, shut me up and maybe they'll do it. Who knows? But I personally don't think they're gonna do that. Daxon Garcia, thank you for the super chat. If you could have one Pokemon IRL, who would it be and why? Yeah, it's probably going to be... I've thought about this quite a bit. And it's tough. It's tough to choose just one. But knowing my favorite Pokemon is not going to be the answer here. I have a love for Ice-type Pokemon and Ghost-type Pokemon. But if I really think about it, and I'm genuine, I wouldn't want a Frostlass in real life. Frostlass is a pretty creepy concept. And to have that thing staring at me, you know, when I'm going to sleep and everything, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being very genuine. To have a Frostlass would actually be kind of scary. You read those descriptions. Read the Pokedex entry on Frostlass. It's pretty terrifying. I don't want a Ghost-type Pokemon. You know, I'm all for, like, seeing ghosts and having paranormal experiences. But I don't want that to be my life. I'd want that to be, like, something I can retell or recount later on. I don't want it to be a constant. I'm kind of terrified of having a Ghost-type Pokemon in real life. And so I'm not going to do that. Dragonite was always my favorite growing up, kind of. I went back and forth a lot. It's very hard for me to choose favorites on a few things. Hold that thought. Let me read these out. Yilvox. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Thank you so much for the super chat. You got Let's Go Eevee yesterday and hunted in Viridian Forest for a few hours. That's the go-to spot. Oh my god, those things are spawning left and right. It's insane. That game's lagging because so many things are spawning in that game. But you got nothing. Oh my god, okay. Comboing Vulpix above Viridian and found a shiny Chansey at combo 12. Oh, you were so close to get it full odds too. Combo 12. That's barely above full odds. That's really lucky. Did that happen today too? Because shiny Chansey's green? St. Patrick's Day? Sweet serendipity? I don't know. Thank you for the super chat though. And then Leah sent one in. Thank you, Leah. April 27th through May 1st is when I'm coming. I messaged you. Okay. Okay, cool. I have no reason to believe I won't be in Orlando, so we should be good to go on that. What was I saying though? Oh, a Pokemon. The answer is I really do think it would be Shinx. I think Shinx is an adorable Pokemon. It's very reflective of an actual dog, and so it wouldn't be that big of like a change to like having a real animal, you know? And then Shinx evolves. I want a Pokemon that I can watch grow and really be proud of what it's turned into. And I think Luxray is a very loyal, you know, they put Luxray in these movies. What was the movie recently where they showed a Luxray that was like taking care of like orphaned Pokemon and like protected them so much that he died. Like I think he like froze to death or something. Something's like so sad. Like they are gonna be loyal to a fault. Like I need a Pokemon that's really I can trust. So I would definitely pick Shinx, the Shinx line, and not because of Holy Shinx. That completely forget that. That's a gimmick. That's not even. Don't even think about that. But Shinx as a Pokemon is adorable. A shiny Shinx, that's what I would want. But yeah, what I was saying about Dragonite is, it is my favorite. It'd be cool to have a Pokemon to fly on. But like, at the end of the day, do I really want a dragon? I don't know that I do. I feel like Shinx makes the most sense. You'd want a Mimikyu? I wouldn't. I'd be too curious to like lift the sheet. If you look at a Mimikyu, dead in the eyes, you're exactly that. Didn't Meowth die in the Sun and Moon anime for like half a second? He's like a basilisk. Favorite Gen 8 starter? And will you shiny hunt it? Yeah, I'm gonna shiny hunt a starter for sure. I'm probably gonna get a second Switch for that. Because I think the SRs are gonna be long. And I don't want to spend too much time at the beginning of the game. And I'm really hoping Grookey's got an amazing shiny because that's what I want. But I'm basing my choice on shiny and evolutions. As of right now, Grookey is the cutest design for me. Grookey and Sobble it was like a back and forth, but Grookey stole my heart. And so I'm probably going Grookey. But you know, Scorbunny could come up and have the best shiny and the best evolution, and then that changes the entire game, right? So who the heck knows? But as of right now, I'm going Grookey for sure. It'd be so... If I could get a Mudkip... if we could get it before, like, 8 o'clock and I could spend the rest of the night hunting, like, something random, that'd be so fun. You can't stop playing Voltorb Flip? Ugh, can't relate. I hated Voltorb Flip. I grew up on the casino slots, and it was so fun. And maybe Voltorb Flip is more consistent, but I was like, I tried that game, and I hated it. I was like, this sucks. This is not fun. I really don't like it. And maybe it's just because I resent it, because they took out the slots. I get why they did, and I respect the choice. Good on you, Pokemon. But not too into that versus the slot machines. I really love the slot machines. And in 3rd gen, there was a fairy that you could get shiny in the slots. It would like dance across the screen. And it was like, I think it had a 1 in 8, 192 chance of being shiny. Which is crazy. Because it's an uncatchable. But that's one of those uncatchables that you don't even think about. No, like almost no one knows about that. I think, but I feel like that was very, like, with purpose. Like, that was not an accident. That wasn't like a coding error. It's just like some cool little Easter egg they threw in. Have you considered hunting Munchlax in Diamond Pearl Platinum? Considered, yes. Will I do it? Most likely not. If I'm going to do like a, what is it, a headbutt tree, or is that that's a honey slather, right? I think that's on the honey trees. If I do a honey tree hunt, it's going to be for Combee. And I'm not too keen on the fact of hunting both Snorlax and Munchlax, and I'm really into the idea of hunting Snorlax and Heart Gold Soul Silver. So I'm probably going to do that instead. Even if I do it in 3rd gen. Maybe I'll do Snorlax in 3rd gen. I'm not sure yet. But how are you still hunting Mudkip? I just haven't gotten it yet. Listen, full odds hunting sometimes takes months to get the thing you want. I don't anticipate this taking that long. But it depends. Depending on which Clefairy you got. Wait, was there another message with this? I think the shiny Clefairy was really common. I got a bunch of it times when playing recently. Oh, no way. I'd like somebody to open that up and give me code on that. You know, like actually, because you can break open these games and get the data. So I'd like to see on it. On what it actually is. Maybe it's not full odds. Or maybe it's machine dependent. Because, you know, some of those machines, I think it randomly switched. But, I'm pretty positive some machines were luckier than others. Like, had better odds. And that was pretty reflective of, like, an actual slot machine. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but gambling is pretty rigged. Especially on the slots. Roulette wheels, I wouldn't say are. Like, things like that, things that are entirely based on chance, there's no way to rig something like that. I mean, there is, but I don't think they do it. Maybe they do. Maybe some places do. But slot machines, it's based on like what the owner wants. Same thing with like a crane game. The owner decides how often they want like a winner to happen. And that's so they can make a profit. You should do an early stream. What, like in the morning? The only chance of that happening is literally if I stay up all night streaming and just keep going throughout the AM. Because I wake up late. I don't know if I could wake up and just start streaming. I could wake up and start hunting, but wake up and start streaming would be a little much for me, I think. What shiny are you most excited about in Go? Can be anything. You're hyped for Sneasel. Good question. Let me really think about this. I already have a there's a lot of them. They did a good job of putting in good ones. Like, I already have a Shinx, which I'm really happy about. Lotad, believe it or not. I really like Lotad. Nick, thank you for the super chat, man. Finally got the shiny. Literally jumped off the couch in excitement. Oh my god. The first few shinies I got, I was literally running around my house. Running around my house. It doesn't happen anymore like that because I'm always sitting and filming. But when I first would hunt and not like record it, oh my lord, I would like freak the heck out. I can go right back to like when I first found my Ho-Oh. It scared the crap out of me. What should I name it? Your shiny is next. 4 IVs, I'm so pumped. Well, you didn't tell me, what was the shiny? I don't remember. What are you hunting? What did you get? You weren't the one hunting Torchic, were you? Because, like, if so, dear lord. No, you weren't. That was Ethan. Yeah, tell me what it is, and then maybe I can come up with a nickname. Though I'll be honest, I got the name Maze stuck in my head, so like everything's gonna revert to that. Sometimes I'll blurt out like the first thing that comes to mind when people ask me for names, but some nights I just can't do it. First shiny was a Floatzel full odds. Let's hope you're not talking about the wormhole one. But if you got it in 4th gen, then that's amazing. I'm gonna hunt that. That's gonna be a summer hunt. I'm gonna wear like swim fins with it, which will be cool. I love doing dress-up hunts. Oh yeah, Nidoran male. Okay, perfect. Congrats, dude. Nidoran male. Did somebody... oh my gosh. I think somebody asked me for a nickname on that the other day. Let me think. I'm trying to think of something royal. What's like a very elegant or regal name? Like the name of a king. Let's be honest here. It's gonna evolve into a Nidoking. Gabriel, dude, what are you doing? I don't understand what you're writing. Charles, no, I don't like Charles. Arthur's kind of good. I kind of like Arthur. Alabaster, oh, that's next level. Though I'm pretty sure Nidorans respond well to only 2-syllable names, so sorry about Alabaster. Goku, not too royal there, be honest. Henry, I don't love. Alexander's maybe a little too spot on, but I respect it. Vladimir, I don't hate, but maybe for something else. Vladimir, for some reason, comes across as like a vampire name for... what was the vampire's name, or one of the ghost names in Danny Phantom? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Sultan? I like Sultan. That's pretty good. Clyde's a great name. Not so regal, but I like it. I like Clyde for Nidoran. Vlad would fit Honedge? Okay. I'll allow that. Fabian's like a French name. It was Vlad. That's what I thought. Yeah, okay. Am I going to lose my voice today? I probably won't eat on stream because I don't have like a meal. I ate just before I started streaming, but if I go past midnight tonight, I can't anticipate that I'm going to, especially if I get Mudkip early in the stream. But if I do end up getting or going past midnight, I'm probably going to have to eat like Wheat Thins or something because I don't have like a heat up meal tonight. Any of those names would have worked. Ember was the best Danny Phantom villain. I can't believe I missed the opportunity, though I'll be honest, I loved my name. I don't remember what I named. I think it was either Echo or Portal. Did I really name it Portal? I don't know if I did. I doubt it. What were the two names that I don't remember what I named my Spiritomb. I don't think Portal was it. But I like the names that I came up with for that. But Ember is a really good fallback. Like, I should have named it Ember. It fit the theme too perfect. Because she was like those colors. Void, that's what it was. Void, I love that name. I can't believe that name escaped me. Void is so good. Thank you guys. We got some true Supreme viewers in the chat. You ignored my shiny Totodile DM on Twitter? How did I ignore it? Maybe I didn't see it. I'll go through and look. If you wanna send like another message so that it bumps to like the top of my DMs. Sometimes I'll like wake up in a daze and I'll like see things and then I won't reply to them. Or like I'll have so many that I'm like just reading through them and I don't reply to all of them. But congrats on the Totodile. Were you the one that... I feel like I remember seeing it. I'm surprised I didn't reply to that. I think I did open it though. What are the odds of getting a shiny Meltan in Go? I actually am not sure. Go is such like an arcade shiny hunting spinoff. Like I can't... Almost every single Pokemon seems to have its own odds. Like they just kind of give the odds whatever they want them to be. It's insane. Like, there is a breakdown of, like, the rarest shinies versus, like, the most common. And it's not really based on spawn rates. It's based on the rate at which you can find them. Which I find absurd. It's supposed to be 1 in 400. 1 in 450. It was 1 in 60 for the event. Yeah, okay. See, isn't that crazy that it changed, though? Like, I get that it's all, like, event-based, and it's like, we want to get as many people to get those shinies, but they are using shinies as a gimmick for that game. The only thing keeping that game alive, really, is, like, shiny events. Releasing these shinies one by one at, like, weapons, almost. It's pretty wild to see. And it's also really wild to have people, like, adults, like, grown, like, 60-year-old people walking around saying, did you get a shiny yet? I've got this one, but... And I'm like, come again? Like, my ears are not ready to hear that in public. I've been doing shiny hunting for so long, it was like an undercover thing for the longest time. And so now to be, like, day-to-day hearing people talk about shinies out in the world, it's like, what universe is this? Absolutely insane. Okay, let's change the music. We're sticking with Yoshi's Island today, though. Okay, what do we do here? These are all going to be hit or miss. I'm not sure. This is like the meme. This isn't the exact one. Okay, that's short. Let's go underground. I don't know if I love this. I'm probably gonna pick a few of these until I find one that I really like. That's a boss battle for sure. That's a little too classic Mario, so I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll leave this on for a bit. This is just the classic overworld. I'll leave, if we come across the meme song, like the actual one, then I'll leave it on for a little bit. Because I do think it's hilarious. But I'm not going to force it. I don't know if I'll leave this one for too long. It's a little much. To be honest, Yoshi's Story might have the better soundtrack. Yeah, I'll jump ship in a little bit, I think. We're going to stay mainline Yoshi, though. So, like, yeah, Yoshi's Story I might switch to. I was thinking of going to Yoshi Island 2. But, because they have extended versions. But I'll be honest, I haven't listened through all of the Yoshi games. Like, most Nintendo games, I've given a listen to, like, the soundtracks. But Yoshi's Island and Yoshi, like, all of those games, I haven't really delved too far. Or delved too deep, I should say. And see, like, since they're not extended, they end that quick. I don't like the fade out randomly. It's a little annoying. $6,200. I'll be honest, though. I love how fast these SRs go. It's going to be weird to go from, like, how fast these 3rd gen SRs are and going back to, like, 4th gen. And don't get me wrong. Heart Gold Soul Silver SRs really aren't that slow. But comparatively, it's like no contest. What's your favorite Pokemon soundtrack? I'm extremely biased, and I love the Pokemon Snap songs because I use those songs in my background, like in my videos and stuff, and they're just like so perfect to have on underneath speaking. Some songs demand attention, you know? There are so many songs from Pokemon games that I have so much respect for and love listening to, but at the end of the day, having them on underneath me trying to get a point across or talk about something, it's very hard to focus on what I'm saying because the song is just so, not abrasive, but it's large and in charge. It demands attention. So, I think a lot of the songs from Pokemon Snap really have a good way of kind of just being there and adding to like the environment without really forcing you to notice it. It's almost like, oh, you can't put your finger on why, but this feels good, right? Like, you'll watch the clip without it, and then you'll watch it with it, and it's just like, it just adds something to it without being too noticeable. So that's why I like it so much. And I just love the way the music sounds from, like, Nintendo 64. A lot of Nintendo 64 games have great soundtracks. Like, it's pretty crazy. You should play the deleted music from Snap. I can't even remember what the deleted music is. I've definitely gone through, like, all of the extendeds, so I'm sure I've heard it. Are all legends in Pokemon Y shiny locked? Yes. Yeah, for some reason. I don't know why. They went crazy. It's not even all legends, it's all overworlds. Like Snorlax, shiny locked. Don't try and hunt the Snorlax in X and Y. Don't try and hunt Mewtwo. Like, you cannot get those. Gift Lucario, cannot get it. Fossils you can hunt. Don't get me wrong, there's some gift Pokemon that you can hunt in those games. But, I always just found it so strange that they locked Snorlax. That had to be a mistake. It had to be. There's no way that they did that on purpose. Isn't Lapras the only one not shiny locked? The gift Lapras. Yeah, so many people don't even know that that's a thing. They don't know that that's there. I'm pretty positive you can hunt that, though. I can't speak from experience. Because if I ever hunt Lapras, it's going to be in Union Cave. On Friday. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But, yeah. I'm pretty positive you can hunt that one. If you had to turn into a Pokemon, which would you choose? Now, that's a different question than, like, one I'd like to have as a pet. I think, at that point, I would like to be something that could fly. I'd like to gain attributes that I don't have right now. So I think it'd be very stupid to be like, oh, like, it'd be so fun to be a Mr. Mime, because it's like, I'm still a human, but I'm also, like, shush, you don't mean that. Nobody wants to be Mr. Mime. Not even Mr. Mime wants to be Mr. Mime. Especially the one at Ash's house. Oh my gosh, Ash's mom. Can we, like, get somebody to look into that? Because I feel like there's abuse there. Maybe not. Maybe I'm looking too far into it. But something seems off. I know he doesn't say much, but, like, blink twice, right? But yeah, if I had to be one Pokemon, I could say, like, probably a dragon type I'd want to be. Though I don't know if I really would want to be Dragonite. But maybe I would. The reason I like Dragonite so much is he encompasses so much of everything I like from different ones. He's cute, but he's ferocious. He's a strong dragon. He can fly. Like, you look at him, and he's not scary. But he's still got that same vibe of, like, he can be intimidating looking, you know? A Dragonite is one of those Pokemon that really touches all bases. I like it a lot. And incoming everybody, yeah, especially that ×4 effectiveness against Ice type. Oh, shush. Who cares? If I'm gonna go down to anything, let it be Ice. I'm cool with that. Ice deserves it. But I really do think Dragonite's really cool. Dragonite has a bad shiny in your opinion? I really like Dragonite shiny. It changes so much. And I think the difference for me, because people are like, you're such a hypocrite. Well, not too many people have said this, but people have just asked me about it. They don't say I'm a hypocrite, but it's what they're saying without saying it. Because they say, well, you really hate Crobat and Nidoking shiny, or Nidoqueen shiny, because of those colors, green and pink, going together, mixing and just not matching well. And so how can you sit there and say you like shiny Dragonite when it has the same exact colors? But I think it's all about execution and like how it's presented. And Dragonite's shade of green and the shade of pink, they're different than those ones. You can't deny that. First of all, they're different shades than the ones you see on those other two. That being said, the contrast of majority green with a touch of pink, or purple almost, it's almost a purple. I say pink. But I think the contrast is good. And the ratio is just enough to where it's not overbearing. I like it. And it changes so much from the original. Don't get me wrong, Shiny Dragonite could be incredible, like so much better. 100%. I'm not saying it can't. But for the most part, most shinies can. Most shinies can be improved. Even if only slightly. But yeah, I like Shiny Dragonite. You really have to... You don't have to. But it's way easier to accept first-gen shinies. First, second, pretty much all the way to fifth. These sprite-based games, all of their shinies, you kind of have to respect what they are because they didn't really choose them. It's the palette swap, the algorithm, all of that. Those are how those shinies came into play. And though I do think they may have tampered with a few, I don't know what the business is on like Pokemon that changed so much. Like really, if you take a look, like Charizard, really look at his shiny versus like in second gen versus his shiny in third. Like it changed so much. And that may just be because like the jump from second gen to third, it just happened that way. But there are a few that are suspect where I'm like, those changed quite a bit. I don't know. But maybe they didn't. Maybe it literally is. I thought they did choose the 5th gen shinies. I don't think they did. I'm pretty sure they didn't start choosing until 6th gen. Pretty positive. But I'll be okay with being proven wrong on that. I just didn't think they chose those ones. Gengar shiny in Gen 6 is bad. I think the 3DS just did not a great job of showing off colors. Some colors just did not transition well from the Game Boy Advance to the 3DS. I have a strong feeling that we are going to be thoroughly impressed with how most of the shinies look in Generation 8. Like in these new games, really showcasing these new Pokemon. If you just take a look at Starmie, not even its shiny, just look at Starmie compared from the 3DS, the engine of the 3DS, comparing it from that to how it looks in Let's Go, it's insane. It's the craziest difference. And I think that a lot of shinies that were watered down, went through the rinse cycle a little too much, Dusclops, I'm looking at you, bud. Like, I think that we're going to be pleasantly surprised with how they look in future generations, now that we are on the Switch. I think the 3DS in general had a hard time representing color. The Switch is just so much more vibrant. It's very exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to see all these Pokemon. I really can't. It's making me, I'm like itching to transfer my shinies up, but I'm not going to. Because I don't want to, most of them are already in 6th gen, so it's like there's really no reason not to at this point, but I kind of like, if I could go back and forth, if Pokebank worked where if I moved them to Gen 8, I could still move them back to Gen 6 with Pokebank, then maybe I would. But until we know that, then I probably won't. Justin Kennedy, how's it going, man? Thanks for the super chat. How are you today, and what's your favorite color? This answer changes too often. I was always a green boy growing up, not because it's St. Patrick's Day. I'm not trying to schmooze anybody. St. Patrick? I don't care, dude. But, like, listen, I always was dressed in green. I liked green. I stayed in that lane. And then my twin brother Dylan was blue. And now we grew up and making our own decisions, our own opinions and choices, realizing that we didn't have to stay green and blue, we kind of switched. He's very much more on the green side of things now, and I'm very much more on the blue side. That being said, I'm really coming into, like, a hot pink. Not like a neon, but, I should really look into what this color is actually called. There's a text font on Instagram stories that's pretty much a color that I love. I wish I could use it more often. But yeah, shades of a darker, more vibrant pink, and then like an in-between blue and green are like my favorite. I've always been a fan of like mint green too. Mint green, seafoam green, things like that. That's a good color too. Oh no! Yeah, the quality's down right now. Let me try and fix this. Or maybe, is it fixing itself? No, it's not. Are we good now? I think we're good now. We should be okay. I wish that didn't happen. That happened really early tonight. I don't know why that happened so much. Nobody's even home. So I think we should be good now. Hold on. Stream is just a little blurry. Yeah, you're gonna want to refresh. It changed. Am I live right now? I stopped this event. I know you can only see one game right now. I stopped this event, but somehow, I don't even know if there's anybody here. Is there anybody here still? I can't even see the chat. I'm not even connected to Wi-Fi over here. I watched the chat on this screen. Is there people here? Should I just make a new event? Or should I literally stay at this one? Because it's kind of funny. I can't read the chat right now. We're here. I'm here. You're back. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to fix a few things. It's back. Hello. Yes. Do I keep it this one or do I make a new one? I think I should maybe make a new one. I feel bad. I told everybody to wait and wait for the sub box, but at least the internet. I reset it and it's seemingly okay. I don't know. Is the music still going? I don't know if it is. I don't know what's going on. Stay. I like the mosaic style. Refresh your friggin' page. That is not mosaic style. Get the heck out of here, mosaic. Hold on. I'm gonna have to fix a few things. Music's still going. Oh, God bless. Through that internet outage, it just kept playing. That's Yoshi Island for you. Make a new one. Make a new one. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll make a new one. I'll make a new one. That way, I can appease my conscience saying, oh wait, yeah, you'll see it in the sub box, and then they'll like never see it, so they think I never came back. Ruby screen's out. Yeah, I know. Well, technically, no, you're wrong, because this is my Ruby screen, and look, Ruby screen's there. It's just on the Sapphire side. So never meet your heroes. Don't trust anyone, because nothing is ever as it seems. Wizards of Waverly Place. Wow. Selena, you've done so well. Okay, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is make a new event. I don't know if I want to. Because look, people are coming back. No, I'm going to make a new event. Okay, I will be back. Just look at the sub box if you're subscribed. I'm assuming the people that stuck around are the people that are subscribed. So, yeah, I'll make a new event. So I'll be back. But thank you guys for hanging tight. I don't know what the problem was, but I'm glad it's hopefully fixed. Not sure. Okay, I'll be back. Give me like literally probably 5 minutes. 5 minutes and we should be good. Okay, bye.